Well, welcome back. Here's week 2. We actually got a couple of windows open. Pretty happy about that. Last week it was super hot, and as we cleared things out, well, let's just say it's no treat when there's no working air conditioning. Now, it may not look like we got much done, but there is a ton done. This is the main living area, of course, and believe it or not, we have filled this and emptied it twice already, and there's still that load that's left. We have hauled over 3,000 pounds out of this house just in trash. We have also had 3 loads of metal picked up, 3 pickup loads full of metal, just junk from the house. That's all gone. If you recall, the master bedroom, we could barely walk in here. It was 5 feet of junk all the way around. And hey, look, I mean, it's nothing pretty, but there's the outer wall. Woohoo, we're getting there. So I have some things to work through here in the next week. We'll get through that. We do have the bed. We got rid of the mattresses as part of that big load. And this is one of the big messes that remains. This is all clothes, and a lot of it is vintage. There's some very, very cool stuff in here. Speaking of cool. And look. Gitano. Jordache, we got some good stuff here. But there's, really old stuff. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. That is a vest. That is old stuff. Anyway, lots of cool stuff in here. We're finally getting it cleared out, finding some stuff that's just horribly gross, but a few things of at least a little value. Here is the staging area. So knowing that the bathroom needs work anyway, this is all just garbage staging. We have not really done much in here yet. Some good news, as bad as the toilet looks, it does work. We do have some plumbing. We just had to turn the well on. This room, we have barely gotten to. In fact, I just popped that window open to let it breathe. Literally just a couple of bags out of here, and then I dug out the mattresses, because again, we put them on top of the other junk and took them to the dump. Getting rid of that's great, and oh look. Found a clock. It's still here, working and plugged in. So this room's just barely been started. As you come into this space, we did get rid of all the junk. The hallway was full. This little hallway, we had used it for staging, and it was just packed out. So here you can see we have not gotten to the books yet. However, this area, as much as it doesn't look like much, is walkable with 2 people in either direction. And there was a desk behind all of the boxes. We found a desk, and we can actually get to the outside wall there. Here as well, this was all boxes in, and now we can actually see the window. It's a great sign of what's to come. We do have to figure out what to do with these books. I mean, a lot of this is old medical books and just general information, right? The Practical Handyman's Encyclopedia, that sounds great until you realize the encyclopedias are 50 years old and there's not much handy about it. Found this box. This is kind of exemplary of all the things we find here. In amongst all of the books and things, brand new party light. This has probably been sitting here in the box for 20 years now. And interestingly enough, we've got a lot of safety type stuff for older folks, right? The handy bathtub things and raised toilet seats, and there's just so many things like that. We've got crutches and canes and helpful stuff. And then again, in the middle of all of it, here you go. Welding tip. Cool. This is the lowest temp I've seen in a few days. We're back down to 80 in here. Not so pleasant, which is why we've aired it out. This is still full. We have got to get to that soon. However, in here, we've cleared all this out. The shelves are cleared out. The table area here is cleared to the corner. The fridge is now empty. Stories we could tell you from some of the things we got out of there. The counter is empty. The top cabinets are mostly empty. You can see we got to get into the bottom ones, but all the stuff's gone off the floor, and the oven is back in place here. And so this area here too, it doesn't look like we got it all cleared out, but we did get a lot of it done. The tools are still here. Got a lot of metal and stuff out of this room. And of course, we just don't have much progress over here yet. The other thing we've been doing is outside. And so, as little as it may seem, there was a giant branch down here. It is now gone. We paid somebody to pick that out. And then up here, I had another giant branch that I actually pulled down the other day. And the rear gutter has been cleared out. Now, we've been having some massive storms this last week, and so I'm really thrilled that the gutters actually work again for the first time in probably, that's at least one, probably 2 decades. This was all staged sheet metal, and so those loads of metal have gone out. These sawhorses are unbelievably strong. I don't know if those will go or stay, and that extra table is just for storage. Had to mow the yard again. It has a whole lot of work to do, and you can see I've got a ton of burning and getting rid of to do here. All these branches that have come out of the trees over the years just keep getting piled up. So we still have tons and tons of work to do, but we are starting to make some progress. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have a lot more out of here. 2 pickup truck loads with 3,000 pounds of junk, 2 pickup truck beds full and another half of one all to the scrapper, and a full pickup bed load to donations so far. Plus we're sorting a bunch of other things at our house, making more piles here. What a week it's gonna be.